interpret fractions. All right, here's where we get down to our visual, right? NF3, interpret fractions as a division in a word problem. Cam has 3 cakes to sell. 10 people wanted to buy the 3 cakes. He decided to divide them equally. What fraction of a cake will each person get? All right, well, these 3 things are what? Our cakes, right? How many people wanted to buy his cake? Oh, how many people wanted to buy his 3 cakes? 10, right? 10 people wanted to buy it. So we divided each cake by 10, okay? So then we've got 30 pieces total, all right? 1, 2, 3. They're going to get 3.
So 3 cakes divided by 30. Yeah.
Right. 3 cakes divided by 10, okay? So each person is going to get 3 30ths.
Yeah.
They're each going to get that. They're not going to get a whole cake, right?
Yeah.
They're going to get 3 30ths. And there's our visual representation of that. Make sense? All right. NF4, multiply fractions. Here we go again, right? And we just showed this. 2 and 4 tenths times 1 and 2 tenths. Here's our 2 wholes, right? So 2 and 4 tenths times 1. We have our whole here going down. 1 and 2 tenths. We're filling in the rest with our tenths and our 1s here, right? So we're going to do the same thing. 2, here's our 2 holes.
She's working, you guys.
8 tenths. So here's our 8 tenths. Here's 4. Here's the rest of our 4, right? Here's our 8 hundredths. And then it's going to equal 2 and 88 hundredths. Okay? We showed that concretely up here. That's what they're doing in class. Then they're able to move to a little bit more abstract on our visual. Okay? And that's going to gain them some good knowledge of what that means. NF5, interpret multiplication as scaling. So that's explaining that multiplying a given number by a fraction is greater than 1 results in a product greater than the given number. And if you want to take a picture, because this is a lot and I'm trying to go fast. Explaining that multiplying a number by a fraction less than 1 results in a product smaller than the given number. So they have to know these 2 things, okay, about multiplying fractions. Interprets it as what it's going to be before they even do it. It helps them to estimate what the answer will be. Okay. MBT 6, solving word problems by multiplying fraction using visual models. So here's our visual model again, right? A full shopping bag holds 5 3/4 pounds of food and packaging. Jared can carry 4 shopping bags in one trip. So how much food can he carry, right? Well, if he can carry 4 of them, so we're adding this plus this, because remember 5 3/4. So we're adding 5 3/4 here, 5 3/4 here, 5 3/4 here, and 5 3/4 here. Because remember he's got 4 of them, right? Okay. So here's my visual model. Here's the holes. 5. Here's my 3/4, right? Here's my 5 3/4, 5 3/4, 5 3/4. All I'm doing is I'm putting like a little piece here. I'm putting that over here. Now I've got a hole, right? These 2 pieces I can put here to make this a hole. And then all of this I'm going to put with that 1 piece to make a hole, which I'm going to come up with 23 pounds. Okay? That's our visual representation of that. Cool. Okay? And I think, oh man, well, I'll show it. NF7, division of a unit fraction. All right, here's a word problem that you need. Yeah, take pictures, that's fine, because I'm going to go fast, I'm sorry. A baker is making cookies. She has 6 pounds of chocolate chips. She needs 3/4 of a pound to make 1 tray. How many trays can she make? All right, well, she has 6 pounds, so I went ahead and drew our 6 holes there, okay? But then she only needs 3/4 of a pound to make 1 tray. So here's 3/4, you see that? Here's 3/4, right? Here's 3/4, here's 3/4. 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, and 3/4, and that is added up to 8. She can make 8 trays, okay? And just visually represented it with a visual model, okay? MD2, line plots with measurements. They're going to measure this stuff. They're going to really measure objects to put it on a line graph, okay? They've had to do this since 2nd grade. They measure and put it on a line graph. Now they're just going into a lot deeper of the ruler, a lot deeper measurements, because they're going up to a half, a 1/4 and an 1/8, okay, on a ruler. So they're measuring things, they're plotting it out. That's pretty simple, right? Well, the measuring part actually isn't. So make sure that you work with them at home on a ruler going all the way down to an 1/8, because that's teeny, you know? So just make sure you're working with that, because that can be tricky in itself, okay? You might think, oh, it's easy, they've been measuring. Well, they have, but not all the way down to an 1/8. What is the length difference between the shortest and longest ribbon is something that they might ask them, right? So they've got all of these ribbons. They've got one that's 6 inches, 3 that's 6 1/4, one that's 6 1/2, and they want to know what's the difference between the shortest one and the longest one. So then they're going to be subtracting, okay? And then that is truly it, I promise, for today. Is that enough math for today?
Yeah.
Good. All right. So, anyways, hope you learned something. Hope you're able to help your child out and better. This is just for quarter 1 and quarter 2, and then we'll do quarters 3 and 4 in January sometime, okay, and go over both of them then, okay? Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming and learning some math.
Okay.
Y'all were like little star students up here, like really loving it. Just trying to make my day today.